guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. So on this topic, I want to talk about how the narcissist is out of touch with reality. The narcissist is out of touch with reality. When you're dealing with narcissistic people, they're only in tune with their reality. And this is one thing that I feel like I was taught being around these people, that they're so in tune with their reality that I had to tap into my own reality, because I was out there jumping into their realities expecting some type of change when I couldn't really understand this person's reality and why we can go through similar things and be completely different people, right? I felt like, well, you just need something. Maybe you just need a little bit of love or whatever. But when you talk like that, when you look at narcissistic people and you expect them to be like you or think like you or move like you, you're stepping out of your own reality, because you're expecting them to see things the way you see the world in your reality and what you think right and wrong should be. And in their reality, their wrongs aren't considered wrongs. They don't see anything wrong with it. That's why they do it. On my last video that I've just uploaded about the narcissist public aggression, right? This man that was so aggressive with me, I really don't give a shit, right? I deal with a lot of narcissists all day, every day, so it's only certain narcissists that stand out to me, where they're a little bit more memorable. And it's not memorable in a sense of I'm thinking about you and you done fucked up my day. It's more like their energy was so dark that it impacted my energy in a way where I'm like, it didn't really impact my energy, but it's like, it's like saying, when you're in your own reality, right? You're in your own bubble. You make your coffee. You're very calm. You don't have any stress. You don't have to think about any narcissist family, friends. You've made peace with yourself. So you're like in this little peaceful bubble, and a lot of people are attracted to it and they want to fuck it up. And some of them just don't even mean to do it. It's just that they're vampires. They're out for blood. They don't look at you like human beings, because they're in their own reality. You're not even a real person to them. To them, you're just another person in a fucking GTA or whatever type of game, right? They look at you like you're in a video game and you're just, I don't care about your life. I don't care, right? What I say, what I do. I don't care if it affects you, offends you. And when you're in your own world and you're in this shield, the stuff that people do, even when they try to burst your bubble, it doesn't take the focus off your day. It doesn't make it. I'm not going to be thinking about this man later on today. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't affect the empath, because you're in your own world and you're in tune with the reality. And the reality is that you can tune into different realities, but it's like changing the channel off of a fucking radio station, because you're like, I don't want to listen to this shit. But I listened to it, and when I was listening to it and I was hearing the little advertisement at the end when they're talking really fast and they're trying to advertise you something, and they're like, and you're like, oh, this is annoying, change the channel. That's how I felt. I felt like it was some fucking status that came into my bubble, some type of status that tried to burst my bubble, my sphere, my field, my energy, right? So it's not that I'm thinking about this person where it's affecting me, but when the narcissist is not in tune with reality, you could feel their fucking darkness, because they're not even in tune with how to be respectful to other people. See, there's narcissists that they're in their own world. You might not even know they're narcissists. They might come at you respectfully, because they're so into their own world that they look at you like you're beneath them. You're another person in their video game. I don't really know you, whatever the case. You have nothing to offer, they have nothing to gain from it. But when the narcissist is scheming, or they feel like they're not in a position of power and they need to be in a position of power, and they want you to submit to them, they'll try to bring you into their reality because these are very emotional people. So one thing about it, I'm an emotional person too, but the type of emotions that they have, the anger that they have, is out of this fucking world. And when this person was approaching me, I'm like, this dude, he's so out of tune with reality that he don't realize I'm not none of the women that he's dealt with. I'm thinking to myself, like, is that how you treat your mother or your fucking sisters or the women in your life? Like, you just go around demanding shit from people, trying to intimidate me as a woman because you're all big and buff and shit. I'm like, I felt like this dark energy that was out of control, like a crazy child, but fucking an adult. You know what I'm saying? It's like a tantrum, but it's an adult, so it's scary. It's like, this ain't no fucking little puppy. This a fucking pit bull, right? So I'm looking at this dude like he a whole pit bull or something, and he's trying to attack me. And when I'm feeling his anger, right, it's almost like I felt like a static, like an impulse, like someone trying to break my spear. But my spear is unbreakable. You can't break through that shit. But I felt like a vibration, right? And the vibration was so fucking dark that it affected me. It's like I'm intact, but the motherfucker pushed my spear a little bit. I felt a vibration. I felt like ripples and shit trying to get to me, but it didn't do nothing. All it did is created ripples, but you know, but you can't break me. You know what I'm saying? And that energy is not from me. So that energy is bouncing around like a maniac everywhere. So I'm like, this a whole maniac right here. And then I'm looking at the girl, right, that he was with, and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder how you act with her. The way he was so possessive over her, he made it seem like he loved her and he would do anything for her. That's where his aggression was coming from. Like, I'll be aggressive with you, but I treat my girl like a queen type of thing, right? Like, you're not even qualified, queen. This is my queen right here. You're not even but his energy, he already knew what he was gonna do before I even got there, right? He already knew what he was gonna do. His energy was already like intense. It just happened to be me who had to cross paths with him. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to be me. So it just happened to be me that came into his reality, right? You just come into people's realities. So you have to always be careful, because when you go into people's realities, you don't know how they view you, how they view the world, how they view people. They might have the same information that you have, but it don't mean that they use it the way you use it. You know what I'm saying? So this dude's aggression was like out of this world. I was like, dang, like I felt that shit, but I was like, I'm not scared of you. Fuck you. You know, you fucking weird in the first place, because you're even approaching me like that as a man, and you're fucking big as shit trying to intimidate me, and you're trying to make it seem like, you know, and like I said, I've dealt with narcissists before. So that possessiveness where they try to make it seem like they're treating the supply like a queen, and they're like, oh, it's me and them against the world. No, that's just your fucking supply. You're possessive over that person for a reason. They might be in a better situation than you, and based on your fucking aggression, I feel like you don't even belong in this fucking world. Like, I really feel like you belong in jail. I really feel like you probably were in jail for a very long time and you don't know how to act normal in the real world with all your tattoos all over your fucking face and all over the place. So I'm thinking like maybe you did a lot of time and don't know how to act, and that's where the aggression is coming from. But the aggression was so fucking dark where I felt like this motherfucker is in hell. Because I'm like looking at him like I'm calm as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my energy is like, you know, I'm not sad, I'm nothing. I'm indifferent, I'm in peace. And I was like, this person that just approached me with so much aggression when he was coming up, he was like waving his hands. He was like, you know, his voice was so aggressive, like I'll kill you type of thing, like trying to intimidate me. And I was, you know, remain calm and let him talk to him like he was a child, but not a child, not my child. You know, talk to him like a child that's not mine. You like my child, but you're not my kid. You know what I'm saying? I had to talk to you like you my child, but you're not my kid. Being assertive but gentle at the same time, because I know you're throwing a tantrum, and I'm not who you think I am, and I'm not like anybody you're around, because that type of possessiveness that you have with that girl you're with, she might think it's cute right now. I've dealt with narcissists before. She might think it's cute right now, but the way you behave, it lets me know you have a very diabolical side to you, because I feel like you're in hell while you're alive. This is why the narcissist is so aggressive. This is why they're in their own little world. They're only in their own little reality, and you have to pay attention to their aggression, because the aggression comes from hate. It comes from guilt. It comes from regret. It comes from jealousy. It comes from being the victim of circumstances that they didn't ask for. It comes from feeling inferior. You know, it comes from feeling superior. It's like there's madness going on. And when there's madness, that 1 minute you on this high, and you playing this role like you a nice guy. I bet you this guy go to work and he be trying to flirt with all the women at work and be nice to them and stuff. But when it's not convenient for him and he's out here in the world, out loose on the street like a fucking wild animal, he behaves differently. The respect for women goes out the window, because he got nothing to gain from it. If he wants something, he's trying to manipulate his way like a child, like I'm his mother, but you're not my kid, and I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you shit. Matter of fact, you need to be in jail, bitch, because you're weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to be out here loose on the street, because by your aggression, I could already tell you one ticket away from going back to jail, bitch, because you've been there before. Because you can't even be civilized in a civil situation, that you can't even be civil with someone that's not even coming at you with no bullshit. I'm just doing my job, bitch. I'm not doing nothing to you. So the fact that you behave such erratic, like you would think I was breaking into a motherfucker's house, how erratic, how his nerves were showing, his fucking sweat was pouring through his fucking pores, like he looked like a fucking Airhead candy, that little dude on the Airhead candy with the fucking smoke coming out of his damn ears. He looked like a whole cartoon character to me, because I'm in my world and my reality, but I'm also aware that I'm not part of your reality. The narcissist, it's like they're so out of tune with reality that they don't realize that other people are living different realities. And I'm not gonna play with you, bitch. I'm just gonna call the police on you. I'm not your mother. I'm not your girlfriend that doesn't call the police on you when they need to. Fuck you. Because of you acting like this, I don't know. The only person you might be nice to is your mother, and it's only because she probably put money on your books when you in jail. And if your mother wasn't doing that, you probably hate her and say all kind of nasty things about her. But that they're living in their own little reality. They're living in their own reality. And it's cool to live in your own reality, because I live in my own reality too. I don't pay these people no mind. You know what I'm saying? I might tap in real quick, but I'll quickly tap out of your reality once I see you're on that bullshit. But the way he was trying to force me into his reality to see things, to fucking submit to him, and it lets me know that when he gets around a lot of women, he tries to behave in a way where he wants to be respected. He wants to be the man. I'm pretty sure he was acting very overprotective over the woman that he was with. She don't know that if she does something that he don't like further into the future, or if he finds a better supply, that and she starts trying to defend her relationship because she thinks this guy's such a nice guy, he's been doing all the right things, he's been going hard for me, he be getting in women's faces and yelling at them for me, because she was looking like she's used to him acting this erratic, and she was looking like he's not gonna do nothing to me though. I'm supply. He's not gonna do nothing to me. She don't know that once that supply run out, he feels like she's not being loyal enough, or she's not giving him what he wants, or doing a favor for him, or he's trying to scam her into doing something for him. She doesn't realize that that man will beat her to death. That's the type of man he is. He will beat her to death. That big buff meatball will literally knock her fucking head off her shoulders. That man is big. He's buff. He can't control his anger. He comes off as loyal to you. But the moment that things aren't working out for him, or he loses money, or something happens, or he ends up back in prison because that's where he belongs, because he don't know, he looked like he getting money, he looked like it, but it looked like he gonna be going back, he looked like he gonna be going back to jail soon, because you could come out here, get out of jail, get to the money and shit, but you got to learn how to be low key. And that's not just being low key when you're doing business. Like, oh, I'm gonna be low key while I'm making moves and shit. No, that means being low key at all times, and not fucking going off on every person you get a chance to go off just because you ain't getting your way over nothing, over fucking chump change. You going crazy, going ham. Because you're living in your own reality. You don't know that I will call the police on you, your girl, real quick. And they're going to side with me, bitch, because I'm not doing nothing to you. I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing what I got to do. So it's going to be you. And you probably got a record. So then it's like, at this point, you're so fucking mad and miserable, and you're in hell, and you're not really got as much money as you act like you do, because you're wasting all your money on that jewelry you got, and you so fucking miserable and mad at the fucking world, you fucking can't live with your fucking miserable life and your miserable self and what you've been through and what you've done to others. You can't live with that shit. You can't live with yourself. You're that fucking miserable that you cannot live with yourself. You're in fucking hell. All I saw was a demon that was burning in hell. When he was talking, the whole time, he was waving. He was pumping his fucking chest like a gorilla and shit. He was acting like King Kong. I'm like, this man crazy. I'm talking about moving his big, long, heavy, meaty arms around. And I'm like, this dude is crazy. He's attractive and all, but he got a lot of tattoos. He looked like he went to jail. He got nice hair, nice teeth, but he's not right upstairs. He's not right. I was like, this man is crazy. I felt like it was a demon in hell burning, but like you can't see the fucking flames. You just see a motherfucker that's demonic burning in hell, and he's trying to make it seem like he got all this confidence and he's that motherfucker. Like, I'm that motherfucker you don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you won't take it away from going back to the hell you was at. And that hell is worse than the hell you think you in right now. That hell worse. And it seems like you got comfortable being in that other hell. And I think you want to go back because keeping up with appearances is really pissing you off. You probably don't even like women. You probably don't even like this bitch. You probably want to be up there with all them men. You probably didn't have a daddy in your life, and you want to go be around a whole bunch of dudes in jail or something. Like, something not right upstairs. And I felt that energy, you guys. I felt that shit. And I was like, I'm not entertaining him. I'm looking at him like I'm in heaven. Like I'm not in hell. Like sometimes I feel like I'm in hell, but bitch, you on another level of hell. You on another level. Like, you're a manipulator. You don't care about nobody. You don't care about that woman that you trying to make it seem. You gonna knock her head off her shoulders. You gonna call her head and shoulders, because you gonna knock that head off her shoulders. And that's probably how you gonna end up going back. Because the way he made it seem like he's just this loyal dude, but he coming off real crazy to me. I was like, a lot of narcissists are living in hell, and then they want to fool you because they're buying jewelry and traveling and doing nice things and cooking, and they trying to fool you to think that, oh, they happy after all the shit they've done to you and other people. But these people are literally living in their own, they're out of tune with reality. They're bothered by the shit that they're doing, but they can't stop doing that shit because they feel like they need that shit for their survival. And then they're like, it's like having a job that you don't want, but you need it, or it's convenient. It's like being an OnlyFans person. It's like, you could sit there and tell me you like taking D all fucking day every day, but at some point you're gonna hate doing your fucking job. It might make you some fucking money, but you're gonna be sick of talking to weirdos and doing weird shit and being around weirdos and attracting weirdos all the time, and never being able to find someone that's good, that matches who you want as a person. Because how can you want something when you not even you're trying to attract what you aren't. You're trying to attract what you aren't. So every guy you gonna attract, he gonna be weird, or he gonna seem like, oh, I don't care, and he don't care because he probably a real weirdo. You don't know what kind of stuff he into, right? So being a narcissist is like having a job. It's like a job. It's like they know it's wrong, but there's no going back. And then it's like being tortured by your memories, and then trying to change who you know you are with a new supply. You're trying to change who you are with other people. You're trying to live through other people. And then when reality is hitting you that you're nothing like that person or that supply that you're with, they probably shouldn't even be with you because you really don't got nothing of value. And really all you're gonna do is, they know that a lot of times bad luck, shit is happening to you because of them. They're aware of that shit. But misery love company, so they're like, oh, I want to be with you, but we really can't be together because fucking I just keep getting hit by karma, and it's hitting you now. But I fuck with you, I like you, I want to be with you. That's how they look at it. I want to be with the new supply, but I'm also aware that shit is happening because of me. I want to be with this person, but I'm aware. But guess what? If all this bad luck and bad shit wasn't happening to me, or if I wasn't haunted by my past and the shit I've done, we would probably make the perfect couple. Because it's not the New Supply's fault. It's my fault, because I got a lot of shit I gotta work on. My head ain't right. But I feel like the New Supply make me better, and maybe if they make me better, I can erase the memories. I can erase the nightmares. Yeah, I know all this shit. I know sometimes I be flipping out on them, but I always make it right. I bought them flowers. I cooked them a fucking nice meal. I'm not that bad. They're so out of tune with reality when they know damn well they need to leave motherfuckers alone. Like, you just better off leave that person alone. You already know that shit not gonna end well. You already know you're always gonna be dependent of them, or you're not gonna be able to give them what they want. You know that you're not gonna be able to love them the way they love you. You know that you're so fucking jaded, right? You're so jaded that it's not gonna feel the same. It's not gonna feel the same. You can't love the way that person can love you. The New Supply, especially when they go from one New Supply to another one, a younger